Hello and welcome to my latest live stream. Back, I think this is the fourth one that we've done. We've had a couple of good live streams. Spa was pretty good. We are at the Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta, which is proving interesting. Yesterday wasn't so good. We had a really great race that I did actually manage to win, but we also had a few that didn't go quite so well. And also I had a couple of technical issues where the TV sound and also the TV went off a couple of times. The last one, I actually ended up aborting the race, which has hurt my DR rating significantly. If I just switch over to the PlayStation, you'll see there that we are still on a CS rating, but we are only just on C, almost down in the D. So my aim today is to get straight into the racing as quickly as we can and to see if we can get that C rating up a little bit. So it's mid. Yesterday I wanted to try and get a B, which is a little bit adventurous and a little bit optimistic. But today I want to try and get a solid C rating, so try and increase that a little bit. Also, towards the end of the racing yesterday, I was in lobbies with BB and BA and BS racers. I think there was some BBs and BSs in there anyway. Quite a few of them. So I was racing against people significantly quicker. Also, Dave has managed to set a time that is a good second ahead of me. And I was putting pressure on myself to try and beat his time, or at least try and match his time. That didn't happen. I was still a second away. So yeah, let's stop waffling, get into the video and see how we can do tonight. So this is the daily race B. It is at the Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta. Quite a tongue twister, that one. We're in a Group 4 car. I'm going to be running the F-Type Jaguar. I did look at the McLaren. David's running the McLaren, so I gave that a go. But the McLaren was great in the twistier sections, but not so good on the long straight. And I found that once I get used to the twitchiness of the Jaguar, then I did get used to that a little bit. Now, one of the things that I would like to do before we do anything, because I can't stand the wheels on this Jaguar, I'm just going to come out down to GT Auto. We'll go into car customization. And I'm going to come across to the livery editor and we will open the design. Should take us into this one. And we're going to edit the design. And I'm going to see if it will let me change the wheels. I don't think it's going to. Race options, no, not in there. Editor options, no. Okay, where do we set the wheels? Let's just close out of there. I mean, it may be that I can't. I'm going to have to stick with the wheels that I've got. Let's just try wheels. Okay, as you can see, I don't spend an awful lot of time messing around in the wheels. I normally go with pretty much what we've got. Which ones do I like? Those ones look quite interesting. I think I like those, and I like those. I like the gold bit on there. Be interesting to have your comments on which wheels you like. The white ones also look quite interesting, but normally I go with black wheels on my cars. So I think I might just go with these ones for the moment. But leave a comment below and see which ones you like. Hi, David. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. And I don't know what's happened with the Minter. I think he or she has gone quiet on us, maybe just watching. And there are 3 in the room at the moment, which is really good. Just trying to decide on some wheels for this one. So either A or B. And I think I'm preferring A. I'm going to go with those at the moment. Don't know what you think. So I'm just going to install those. And we'll come out of there. I just didn't really like those silver hubcaps. They didn't really work for me that well. So I was watching a bit of your racing today, David, while I was working. I couldn't talk too much. Hopefully I'm going to have learnt a few little bits and pieces. I noticed that you have lowered your lap time for this particular race, so more pressure, but I'm hoping that things are going to be better today than they were yesterday. So as you can see, my C rating is right at the bottom. I was about a third of the way up, and that's dropped significantly. Basically, the last race after you left yesterday, my PS5 stopped talking to the TV, sound, and also the visual. So it all went a little bit pear-shaped. So I've got 3 minutes. Let's just do a quick time trial. Got 3 minutes before we can enter. Yeah, so losing the TV meant I had to back out of that race, which really hurt my my rating, dropped me quite a lot. Plus, I had a couple of races which didn't go overly well. Ooh, slide in there. Looked back over that incident on the replay quite a lot last night, and taught me the one lesson is try not to get penalties, because if you have managed to get a gap to cars behind, as soon as you have a penalty, that gap disappears really quickly, especially on this track where the penalty is served right at the beginning of that long straight. I haven't done a warm-up, literally just jumped onto the PlayStation and straight into it tonight. Normally I spend about half an hour just running. Oh, too deep, didn't apex that at all. Yeah, I usually spend about half an hour, quarter of an hour, half an hour running just to get warmed up. But not doing that today. Hopefully we won't have any technical issues tonight. Oh, too deep. I was watching a few people that were braking on the first of the white lines. I think you were doing that with the McLaren. With this car, that isn't happening. I'm not making excuses, but I am trying to convince myself to buy the Fanatec setup. And I did read today that somebody said the load cell brake pedal is so much better because the human body, I don't know if this is true, just something I've read on the internet, the muscle memory, it works on pressure with your feet rather than travel, whereas obviously the Logitech G29 works on travel, so it's not quite so intuitive, shall we say. So I'm hoping at some point I'll have the opportunity to invest. I did like the Logitech, but it's just too expensive. Just a little bit too deep there. Yeah, I was quite surprised. I know a lot of people say that the Fanatec, the direct drive, gives you a much more immersive experience, which is something I'm looking for, but that was the first time that anybody had actually mentioned about the feeling of the muscles in your feet and your legs. I want to try and do a bit more research on that, because I'd like to know whether that is true or not. I'm a bit cynical with things that I read on the internet, too deep, as to whether things are true or not. I do know that on these pedals it's not an awful lot of feel. It sort of feels like it's all on or all off. Right. Lost my mojo on this one a little bit at the moment. 128. You've got to remember what Faz was saying about changing up around about 3/4 of the way. I looked at a few videos earlier on, and some of them are changing up early and some of them are revving it right out. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think you've got a Fanatec system. Have you got the load cell brake pedal on yours, or just the standard pedals? Oh, a bit of a slide through there. Okay, you've got standard ones. One of the things that's really putting me off the Fanatec is the fact that it's a modular system, and I want to be able to build my own. I want to get the 8 Newton meter base. I want to get the GT wheel, but also the McLaren wheel. But I want to get the Club Sport pedals. And the only way that you can buy the Gran Turismo wheel, the GT wheel, is in the bundle, which then comes with the pedals. And a bit like Father of the Bride or whatever the film is, where he's taking the buns out the bag because he only wants 6 and not 10 or whatever it is. I feel the same. I really don't want to buy a set of pedals to either put on eBay or throw away. It just doesn't feel right to me. And that's one of the few things that's really putting me off. I've written to Fanatec, but they're not having any of it. It is what it is. And I just wonder, with Moser making inroads into the marketplace, whether that is going to make Fanatec think about things. I noticed they've got a deal on at the moment that is for PC and Xbox. So I'm hoping they're going to do something for the PS5 market. Although at the moment, whilst everybody's buying the units, I guess there's not a lot of incentive for them to do anything. Right, stay blue, come on. Oh, I got a bit deep on there. Too deep on there and slide, that's going to lose it all. Yeah, that's another reason why I've been reading up on the Moser stuff, and a few people have going with the adapter, and some others are saying no, I don't really want to buy into an ecosystem where I've got to start buying adapters to make things work. I've been there before, and very often manufacturers, if things go wrong, they'll turn around and say, oh yeah, well, it's not working because of this and because of that. You get one manufacturer blaming the other, and I don't really want to go down that road. So that's putting me off Moser, although I don't think it'll be long before they buy into the console market, and I think if they do, they're going to mop up big time. So 129.2, this is terrible. Come on, I need to get down into the 126s. Lost too much time there again. Too late on the power there. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they support the PS5, especially with everything that Gran Turismo are doing with Moser, with Fanatec. Is promoting Fanatec, and I was really hoping that Fanatec would have done a special bundle or an offer to really push it. Unfortunately, I think that they put all of their money into supporting the events, hoping that that was going to give them publicity to get people to buy into the ecosystem at whatever price. I do like the Logitech. I've been really pleased with my G29. I like the Logitech Pro. It's got great reviews from everybody that I know that's got one, or that I've seen online, but for me it's just a bit too expensive. Messed that one up, and a penalty. And some of the reviews, even those people that were saying that it was good, were just saying it was too expensive for what it is. So I think Logitech will also be forced into making some decisions, I think, at some point. Once they get all of those early adopters that will buy at any price, I think once they've mucked up those, then they'll start to look at deals. Or maybe I'll get 100,000 subscribers by Christmas and they'll give me one. Okay. I jest. I can dream. No, I'm not in it for that. I want to invest in an ecosystem that I want to go forward with. And that was better. The other thing with the Fanatec that's got in their favour is the amount of different wheels. Blue on that one. That's the corner I've got to get a little bit quicker. Angle was slightly wrong on that one. Yeah, it's gone blue, just. Not really making up a lot more time though. Sorry, not looking at chat at the moment. That one wasn't great. That's at least blue. So, when have you got your interviews this week? I think you said you've got some interviews coming up. When have you got those, or how are they going? I've got my fingers crossed for you. The 126.8, so back in the 126s, but only just. Friday. Whoa. Don't look at the chat line. Come on, don't look at the chat. Well, I wish you well for Friday. Hope it all goes well. I'll have my fingers crossed for you. What sort of filters do they make? Probably see the question. They probably make all sorts. Radar. Ooh. Used to do business with BAE Systems at one point. Used to do a lot of radar stuff, but we were involved with the simulators. I need to stop this and enter for a race, I think. Got that angle wrong as well, just not very consistent. I'm struggling to find any consistency around this track. Hey, wow, 6 people on the stream at the moment. So thank you ever so much for everybody that has joined us. It's very, very much appreciated. Please say hello in the chat. And if you wouldn't mind, please hit the like button for this particular live stream. Really help me. And dare I say it, if you're new around here, please hit that subscribe button. That will absolutely make my day, as I'm trying to get my subscriber count up at the moment. And obviously, if you are, like David, a current subscriber, thank you ever so much for continuing to support my channel. In the meantime, let's see if I can keep this thing blue. Lost a bit there, sliding a little bit there. What have I got to find? I've got to find loads. Could all be about this corner. Now it's red. Oh no. It's blue, but only just. What do I need? 126.8. Oh, I'll find loads of time. Might cut that one. Mad dash to the line. 126.324. David, I'm still a second away from you, mate, but that has at least got me down into the 126s. Just need to practice more. It's a bit scrappy. Okay, let's just come out of there and we'll enter into a race. Hi G4, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Thank you ever so much for joining me. I've just been doing a little bit of practice. And we'll get into the races. Just come out of there for a second. Do you know, I've never seen the Godfather films. Oh, 44 seconds. So I only just made that one. Hopefully I'll put a better performance in than I did yesterday. As I said, the aim for today is to work on my racecraft, as I have been doing so. Moving up from racing against the AI to racing real people has been it's almost like a culture shock. It's just been a massive change, one that I'm thoroughly enjoying. So working on racecraft, and then I also want to try and just build up my C rating, the DR rating. I'm a very, very bottom of the C at the moment. I'd like to get that mid C by the end of tonight if I can. I'm going to be on here until midnight, so maybe, I don't know, 3 races, something like that. Hopefully we will get. Very interestingly, we are firmly in the CS camp at the moment. There's a VW Scirocco in there. Interesting. And also WRX. That was the car of choice a little while ago around this track. So it'd be interesting to see how he does. I think he was racing with us yesterday. Oh no! Unexpected error have occurred. I thought that they were supposed to have sorted out that issue. David, were you getting that issue earlier on? It's out now into a qualifying time trial. Then due period starts in 3 minutes. So let's just do another little trial. I'm hoping we're not going to get dogged with that error all night long. One thing I don't want to be doing is sitting here just practicing all night. I want to be racing. You want to see some racing. That felt a little bit better. No, bounce that curb too much. Ah. Did I really just do a 126.2? I need to consistently get in the low 126s. I'm not doing that right now. Whoa, a little slide there. Just experimenting with a few different lines at the moment. Most of them not really working out. Just pushed my braking a little bit too late on that corner. All right, let's see if we can get into a race. Let's just exit out of there. And we got 14 minutes of free practice. I really wish that you could get into races a little bit quicker. 14 minutes is quite a while. I guess it's while the race is the previous race is finishing. At least we can do something rather than having to just sit there and watch the race. But then sometimes you learn from watching other people, which is why I spend a fair bit of time just watching what other people are doing. Those of you that haven't found David's channel, can I suggest you head over there and have a nose when he's live streaming. He's got a great little channel, live streams during the day, and he's pretty quick around here. Try him a like and a sub while you're there. Share a little bit of the love. Need to pick my times when to look at the chat. Yeah, sometimes I'll put a really good lap in, and then the next one I'll push it just a little bit too much, I overdrive myself and have a really grotty one. It happens with races as well. I seem to get in a cycle where I have a good race and then the next one is absolutely rubbish. Consistency is something I really want to work on. I've been following Rory Alexander for a long old time. One thing he is consistent, and that's something I would really love to be able to do, is just get a little bit more consistency in my driving. Don't go on the grass. I knew that was happening. Pushing it a little bit too much. Yeah, I really like Rory's live stream. Obviously can't sit there all day watching, but I normally just try and catch up with him at 9 o'clock while I'm just checking my initial emails of the day, and usually try and catch one or two of his races. Not really had a chance to do that over the last couple of weeks since I came back from holiday. It's been really in catch-up mode with work. I've still got about 5 of the World Circuit races, the videos to finish up. I have got gold on all of those now. All of the races are done. They're all recorded. I've just got to narrate the last few because I didn't narrate them while I was driving them. So I must get those done and get them scheduled. Then my plan is to live stream during the week when I can, and then potentially pick up my best race, or one where I've learnt a lesson, or there's some lesson to share with people, or where something's happened that might be a benefit to people, and then do a video on that. That's my plan. Whether it will come to fruition, whether it's something that people will like, I don't know. But, lots of plans. Just need a lot more time. Come on, please stay blue. No, too deep. Oh. Is that going to stay blue all the way? Mind you, 0.8, 0.9 is still not enough. Thought I was going to overshoot the chicane then. Did come out a bit quicker though. Is that going to give me a second? No, not quite. Oh, on the grass across the line. 1:26.394. So back in the low 26s again. Oh, and then louse that up. What were we saying about a good lap and a bad lap? I'm proving your point, David. Proving your point. Ugh. Wow. Tank slapper on there. That was all over the place. Wow, an hour-long video. That's going to keep me busy. Just some of my videos have been quite long. Would it be worth breaking that up into 3 20-minute segments, I wonder? When I was doing some of my races that were 2 or 3 races together, somebody suggested to me, rather than having an hour-long video, break it up. And I found that people were a bit more receptive to that. No! Okay. Yeah, a bit difficult to break that up. Obviously didn't read the chat properly, sorry. When I can invest more in the kit that I've got, one of my plans is to try and move this rig downstairs, possibly in a garage. I can get it converted a little bit, and then have the chat at the side. It's quite difficult to read it where it is. I've got to really take my eyes off the screen. As you probably gathered, I'm doing it through my laptop rather than through the PS5, so I like yours, David, where it comes up in the bottom of the screen, but unfortunately mine doesn't. Too deep. Oh, come on, when are we going to start this race? Come on. I think low 126s is about my best at the moment. I was going to study some videos today, but that really didn't happen. Got way too busy at work, and lunchtime didn't happen. Took the dog out for a quick walk. Even he didn't get as much of a walk as he normally does. Whoa. Got vibration issues. Where are you getting vibration from? Because you've got a direct drive wheel. I mean, it's not rattly and rumbly like my G29, so I would have thought that yours would be pretty solid. Although I used to have a lot of issues with my play seats And since I've gone with the GT Omega Prime rig, everything is so much more solid. I found I can brake better, the wheel isn't moving around. That's a little deep. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the only time I get to drive is at night. I'd love to be driving during the day. I'd love to be driving earlier on in the evening. But just with family commitments and things to do. I just can't get on early enough. Right, 3:04, 3 minutes to run. 3 minutes cannot come fast enough. What I really should do is what Faz said last night and put my own ghost on. I've forgotten to do that. Just watch my lines and stuff like that. May well help. Come on, is that 3/10 going to disappear? Not quickly enough. Oh. Come on, no. What was that one? 126.7. Still in the 126s. We're down into fourth gear for this one. Just try and pick up the apex, up the hill, pull it over to the right hand side, then sweep across to the left. Second white line down into third, over the top of there. Pick up this curve, run it around, and pick up this one. Straddle this one. Just straddle that one. Just try and pick up the inside of that curve. Third gear through that bit, down into this section, braking on the second of those black marks, third gear, getting it turned in over that apex. Follow the black lines around here. Now let it run. Oh, come on, I need it blue, please. This is where I'm losing my time down the straights. So what I'm doing now is I'm looking to brake just at the beginning of the, or halfway down those black lines, third gear. Just make sure I've got one wheel on the track on the entry, and actually on the exit I know I can take a lot more of the curb, and then run across the line on the grass. 126.3. We're starting to hit the 126s. A little bit better. This one won't be. Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. Thank you for those of you that are still with me. With any luck, we will get into this race. It looks like we are CS rated drivers. Jesus Loves You is still in there, still in the WRX. Anybody else in there that I recognize? I think Nano 34 might have seen before. We are heading to field. It's pretty tight. 4 of us on 126s. Basically 5 of us covering He's second, so he's going to be going to have to go for this one. Thanks, David. I think I may well need the luck. And just see how it goes. Still got 4 people watching. Thank you ever so much. It's been new to all this live streaming stuff. It's nice to have people watching. I really thought that I was going to be doing this without people watching. So it's nice to have a few of you along. I'm probably going to be a bit quiet when I'm racing tonight because I do want to get this DR rating up. So I apologise if I go quiet. It'll be interesting to see how that Beetle gets off the line. Pretty sure I cut that corner. Yes. Not a good way to start the race. It's going to put me on the back foot straight away. In the race, I need to be a little bit more careful with these curbs. They're not all qualifying laps. So that WX is going to be right on me at the end of this. It'll be closing, closing, closing. Oh, it looks like he might have got a penalty too. Just might have got away with that. It's like one of those McLarens has come through. I'm noticing some of these McLarens are pretty quick. I know you like the McLaren, David. There's a few quick McLarens last night as well. A bit cautious over the top there. Didn't want to pick up another penalty. Little slow through there. This is where we need a good exit on this corner up here. That wasn't so good. Needed to do that better. McLaren behind is catching. I'm actually pulling away. This Jaguar is quicker on the straight. I know that the McLaren got a better exit than I did. This Jaguar just seems to have a bit more grunt. Down the straights. Ooh, people leaving the room. Ah, it's a corner cut. Yeah, I thought so. Mitchell, during a race is not the time to be looking for extra tenths. They're going to cost you with the penalties, mate. Changing down to 4th for a half-second penalty doesn't really help at all. Oh, gone a bit deep through there. No, don't spin it. Ah! Whoa! The wheel wasn't behaving itself there. It's a self-induced mistake. It's going okay till then. Oh, I don't know what's happened. These gone really slippery. Oh, okay, I've got rear damage. That's not going to help. Hopefully that'll clean itself up pretty quickly. Is that a wall you hit a lot? Sorry, mate. You're not going to get around the outside of me there. You're going to go up the inside here, though. Ah. Thanks for leaning on my back bumper, mate. It's all part of the learning curve. Still new to this online racing. Okay, the red one's gone really defensive. Come on, you two, sort yourselves out. Oh, you sod. That was my corner. Okay, going to be like that tonight, is it? I'm not going to lose my rag. Oh! Yes! Well done, Otmax. Love it. Good on you, mate. Good on you. Sent into the Shadow Realm. This is going to get a bit ugly into this corner. Ugh. That was always going to close off. No! Trying to get the power down to get up the inside of Owen Old School. Didn't happen. Okay, welcome to the D rating. I'm going to get dropped down the order for that one. That wasn't good. That Scirocco did well. That Scirocco did really well. Still got to try a bit harder. I don't think we'll worry about the replay on that one. Where does that leave me? Yeah, seriously down in the D's. That's not good. That's not a good way to start the evening. Need to be more consistent, and I did know that part of this process of going online was going to be a bit of a learning curve. Weirdly, I knew with the circuit experience races, the World Circuit races, I knew that within 2 or 3 attempts, I'd get a car and a strategy that would work, and I knew I could win. Of course, with this, everything is balanced. There's a lot of unknowns, and I've got to really learn to be a lot more consistent in my racing and just keep it together, not spin. And just keep it all together. Mind you, I've always advertised myself as Mr. Average. Yeah, consistency is the one thing I really want to work on. I really want to get consistent where I can finish races without mistakes. Probably even more so than, you know, setting pole positions and DR. Maybe I'd be better off just sitting down in the Ds just to get that consistency up without the pressure of running against much faster cars. But then again, I prefer to race against quicker people because that pushes you. Okay, second over the top there for a little bit of rotation works. It's something I've not really been doing before. Right, can we find a bit more time? No, we need that to be blue. I still think I'm going a little bit too deep into that corner. If I can just back it off, slow down just a little bit earlier, I might be able to just take that corner better, just get a little bit more speed on the exit. .8, that's a 126.4. Uh, 126 again. A little bit deep on that one. It's 0.4 down. Isn't it ridiculous when you're just looking at tenths, hundredths of a second sometimes? It amazes me how we can go around this track for like a minute and a half, or any tracks. You're less than a second off each time. It amazes me. Obviously you watch professionals do it all the time, but to see amateurs and wannabes like me doing it, it amazes me. So 2 crucial corners, one before the straight, and the final one. Yep. It's too deep through there. I think getting off of this corner here to get up over the top is key. You can make up quite a bit of time through there. I'm all right through this one, I think. I just need to get out that chicane a little bit better. Just need a bit more confidence through there as well. Oh, okay. I know I've got a load of time that I can make up during that final section. I need that time to be falling away a lot quicker than that. I think I'm getting an idea of where I need to find more time. What I've got to do is just study and practice. Like, I didn't get an exit out of there at all well. 0.7 down on that, 127 again. For that first corner, I dropped back to my old turning point, which seems to be a lot better. Just braking as you get to the where the little grey bit is by the grass. I keep saying I need to bring my braking forward there. Just not doing it. Muscle memory, I think, is got to break it for that corner. Tried a different line through there, didn't work either. We've got 145. Time for one more. We're going to be down as we cross the line. It's time to make up already. Bit of a slide on through there. No, third gear through there. Fourth is not going to work. So I'm carrying too much speed, what, into the chicane? Oh, just put the power down a bit too early. Okay, so if I start braking, I'm braking mid to the end of those black tyre marks. Obviously, I'm not going to be going full pelt this time. I think what I want to do is just bring my braking forward slightly to about there. Oh, that's going to go round. Interestingly, it's wanting to go blue. I'll give that a whirl, David. Definitely going to give that a whirl. Yeah, it's just little bits and little bits. Just little bits all add up. Okay, so we have got a CD. Okay, a D-rated SR is not good for lethal bizzle. Otherwise, with DSs, this is CE in there. Oh, server terminated the session. What is going on tonight? What is going on? This is ridiculous. You get into the point where you can get into a race, and then boom. In fact, that actually looks a bit terminal. It's just Uh, Ooh. Okay, that is not good. I am going to go for a reboot on the PS5 and see whether that is the PS5 or whether that is me. I wonder if PD have got problems with the service still. I haven't Googled that tonight. I'm just wondering whether that is an issue. Just make that a little bit wider. Just while that's rebooting. Come on, PS5. What are you doing? Are we running back up? Yes, we are. It seemed to be a long reboot. Sorry about that, guys. I really wonder whether PD have still got issues with these European servers. Have not quite cracked it yet. Might Google that tomorrow and see how things are going. I haven't yet set myself up with a US profile. Something that I am yet to do. The entry period starts in 106, so I'm just going to wait here for that entry period. Once again, guys, thank you ever so much for watching this live stream. It's absolutely brilliant to have you here watching me. Not really doing myself too much justice tonight. Dropped from DRC to DRD. We're mid DRD at the moment, which I'm not very happy about. Struggling with this track a little bit at the moment. If you're new around here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd really, really appreciate it. And if you could hit the like button, that would be absolutely fantastic. And again, for those of you that are current subscribers, thank you ever so much for continuing to support my channel. It's absolutely brilliant. Really, really appreciate it. I've got the two little cars over my shoulder tonight. Might have some different ones up there tomorrow or the next time that I'm live streaming. I had the James Bond Lego car up there last night. Haven't got too many of them, but starting to build a little bit of a collection for over my shoulder. Okay, so here we go. Qualifying time trial. We've got 15 minutes before the race, and I've only got 45 minutes, and I said that I was going to be stopping, and I really need to push. So with a 1:26.192, I am a second off of David's time. There's still work to be done. Got to be a little bit careful in this car as to how much of that second part of the chicane, how much the curb I take. Very often spits the back of the car around. Started to brake at the beginning of that grey area, which seems to be better. Second gear seemed to be better for over the top there. Pick up that curb, sweep across. This one you can straddle. That one you can straddle. Just want to get the right hand wheel across the curb there. First of the black marks. I need to be over to the left a little bit more there. Just need to pull that braking point back a little bit. And then, as David was saying down the bottom here, I need to brake a little bit earlier and see if I can get a better line through the chicane. Not sure if that was better. Oh, okay. So 126.9 for the first lap out. Still blue at the moment. Oh, hopefully I didn't cut that one. No, on the grass. Oh, man. Come on, Mitchell. What are you doing? I haven't done that too much tonight. That was going to be a good lap. At least I know that there is a 125 to be had. Last, if I could have got a good exit off of that corner for this straight, that could have been it. So kicking myself a little bit. Whoa, dirty tyres, I think. That did not want to turn in and stop at all. That's going to compromise me for the beginning of this lap. One of the things I really wish this game had was an indicator of the condition of the tyres, the heat, primarily, whether they're warm, cold, whether they're dirty, but mainly the heat. There's no reason why we shouldn't have that. I know that the actual data is collected in the game, it's just not exposed, because there's an add-on that you can get and pay for that gives you that data. I'd love to have that in the game. I tried to break the white line, which was not soon enough. Trying new lines. So trying to sort of turn at the beginning of the curb. Curb on the right hand side, that didn't actually feel right, felt all wrong. Ended up taking a double dose of the brakes through there. Hopefully I kept the left wheel far enough over to the left on that one. Come on, stay blue, stay blue, stay blue. No. Ah. Losing way too much. Come on, go blue. $126.0. How close to a 125? Too deep through there. Yeah, louse this one up. No, not quick enough. 126.0. I can't believe that. I should be pleased, but I'm not. Oh! Just pushing it there. Really pushing it hard. Annoyed with myself now. Oh, getting hot too. It really upsets the Jaguar if you take too much of that curb. Marginally down. Not enough. We'll get another one in. But not quite fast enough. I feel these chicanes are getting a bit better though, David. Just got to be a bit careful how I put the power down on the exit of the chicane. I think your tip is a good one. Come on, go blue. That might be a penalty. I think I've gone a bit too deep there. Yeah. Oh, one off 126.4. So we got 126.9, 128, 126.0, 126.8. It's a bit inconsistent, but you've got a few low 126s. Just tried to put the power down a bit too early there. Okay, last one. Then hopefully, we'll actually get into a race. Whoa, picked up the curb there. Killed my tyres for the minute. I think we'll just have a break for a moment. Oh, we've still got 4 people watching. So thanks ever so much, guys, for continuing to watch. It is very much appreciated. Appreciate you sticking with me. So we've got just under a minute to run. My main objective for tonight was to try and get into the mid C's, and we've managed to drop ourselves into the D's. I did want to get a 125. We've got very, very close to that. So haven't quite met our 2 objectives yet. But if we can get a good win, it's a big if around this track, if we can get a good win, and hopefully that'll get us back up into the C rating. What I've got to do, though, is just try and get this consistency so that I don't throw it off the track, as I have been doing so. Right. Here we go again. Please don't jump out. What have we got? Nobody that I recognise in there at all. Cayman, Mercedes, McLaren. There's a Nissan in there, so a bit of a mix of cars. And I know that Alpha is quick off the line, so I'm going to have to watch Wonski off the line. It could be quite interesting. Let's see how we can do. Just got to keep it together. Keep my head in the game. I'm not going to bother with chat. It's pretty quiet on chat at the moment, so I'm just going to concentrate on this race. Really need to do well. Got the old radar on. Here goes nothing. Cut that. Pressured from the Alpha behind. Not the way I wanted to start. And he's right with me. Did he ghost out as well? I think he did. Might just have got away with that. That's a bit of a surprise. The indicator was on, let him through. Right, don't cut it this time, Mitchell. Definitely better, David, through there. That feels better. Braking slightly earlier. Thank you for that tip. Hesitated over the top there. Didn't want to get a penalty. Apologise for being quiet. Really concentrating hard now. What are they? 0.6 behind. They're going to get slipstream. I need them to pick up some penalties desperately. Feeling pressured quite a bit from the Alpha now. Alpha seems to really be running rather well. Closed up big time on me there. I thought that was going to be a dive bomb. Boy, do I wish this was the last lap. That car behind is pretty quick. Looks like he's in a Jaguar as well. Point 3 and catching. Might have to go just a tad defensive. Good move on the Alpha behind. That's a nice overtake, mate. Well done. Compromised me a little bit through there, just taking a different line, defending into the chicane. Just got that bit wrong. Interestingly, I think he followed me. I just managed to hold on to it. I think he put it off the track. Come on, Mitchell, this is yours to lose now. Oh, a bit squirrely on the curb there. Come on. Come on. Right, what's that timer difference like? They're catching. At last. Yes, a win at last. Down in the D categories. But at least big old battle between Ginger and Wonski behind. But at long last, that is a win. That is a win. Whoa, right, we've got 1 minute before this race ends. Whew. That was hard. That was hard work. That was hard work. Starting to pick a few areas where I can find a little bit of extra time. I've just got to be minded not to try and push those boundaries during a race, especially when you've got half a second, maybe a second advantage over the second, third place runners. It's really about keeping it consistent, and as with that one, if they manage to put it off the track, you've got to bear in mind that they've got to be going that little bit quicker than you to catch up and overtake, so the pressure is on them rather than me, really. Looks like I didn't get fastest lap on that one. But yeah, the pressure should be on them and not me. I need to get that in my head a little bit more. So where are we? 20 to 12. So let's just come out of there. We'll go and see if we can get another one done. Been cutting the grass up around our way today and setting my hay fever off a little bit. So we got 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Do I want to take a break, or do I want to try and get this into the 125s? Didn't actually look to see what driver rating I am. Suspect it's still down in the D's. Worry about that in a minute. stay off the grass. Chat seems a bit quiet at the moment, so I hope that it's still working and I'm not just ignoring you. Three people watching at the moment. Say hello if you can. Good to know who is actually online watching. And as I've said a couple of times, thanks ever so much for supporting me by watching. A little bit deep through there. It's great to have you along. Okay, here we go. So over the line. Looking for the beginning of that little orange mark there. Down at the fourth. Pick up that apex. No, we're on the grass. Got that a little bit wrong this time. So it's during these little practice time sessions where I'm really pushing the boundaries. Just trying to find that extra little bit to get that 125. That's going to be a corner cut. Let's just start that one again. Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder whether the chat on Stream Elements has gone down. If it has, as I said, I apologise. I might have to do a quick test in a minute. Still don't fully trust all of this live stream stuff that I've got set up. Still very new to it. Yeah, I need to be at the beginning of that squiggly bit. The beginning of the squiggly bit, brake harder, get it turned in, get on power sooner. $127.5. No. Just test something for the moment. Give me a second. There. Where's my other profile? That one there. And we are live. And Just going to do a hello. See if that pops in. Okay. Looks like the chat has indeed. The chatbot has indeed died for some strange reason. I don't know any way to refresh it. Okay. Give me just a second. Okay, so we definitely had the chat died for some reason. Just had to reconnect it to YouTube. Apologise for anybody that's been trying to use it. I'm trying to use old hardware at the moment, and that's part of my issue, I think. My old laptop is not quite up to it. So I'm sorry to miss Faz. Sorry to miss David leaving. So, still got 5 people watching at the moment, so I really appreciate that. Really appreciate having you all along, and hopefully we'll have a decent race. We're up in first place again. We're still DS rating, but we've got quite a few C rated drivers in here. Hopefully we're going to be going up shortly. If you're new around here, please consider hitting the subscribe button for me. It would really help me. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button on this particular video, because that will help this video as well. And I really appreciate everybody that subscribes to my channel and that is supporting me. Right, in the meantime, I'm going to go quiet and see if we can turn this pole into a win. Just need to keep it clean, keep it in the right direction. See if we can recover something from this evening. It started off right on the cusp of C, dropped down to a mid to low D, and really wanting to work to improve that. So the main thing here is going to be not picking up penalties and not spinning out. Full on concentration now, Mitchell. Oh, I didn't get on the power there at all. That's going to really compromise me badly. Ugh. Left my braking way too late through there. Come on, Mitchell. You can do better than that, mate. You can do better than that. Yellow flags. Didn't actually see a yellow flag warning come up, but definitely yellow flag being waved. Not often I get to lap anybody. This could be interesting. Oh, great, he's parked up nicely. Thank you very much. Stayed well out of the way for us. That Alpha behind is quick. No, it's on the grass. No. Ah. No, 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 no. One thing I really didn't want to do. Didn't really need to be pushing that hard either. Come on. Come on. Sometimes I really wish I was running from the back. Is that going to be a penalty for Clyde? That door was always going to close. That's fourth. Don't think we're going to be able to get any higher than that. Oh, there's a big old penalty for that car. Just not quite enough to catch Canvello boy. Well done, mate. And well done to KVN. So that was a bit of a recovery drive. Not good. Again, that's not going to help our rating at all. But I felt quite good with some of the overtakes in that. It was not the worst. It wasn't the worst run of them all. Let's see if we can get back into another one. I was going to stop my streaming at 12 o'clock, but I think that we need to do another one. We need to try and get up into the seas. It is a podium. I'm going to save the replay. What I would like to do, if I can get up there, is just see where we're at. So, oh, we are actually back in the seas. So we're just slightly up on the sea, which is good. We were back to a little bit ahead of where we were at the beginning of the day. So do I call it a day, or do we try another one? I think we need to try another one, don't we? I think we need to try another one. We slept from the garage and we got before 9 minutes. I could take a break and just recover a little bit, but I think that we will just see how we can do. I'd still like to get a 125. I feel there's a 125 in me if I can just hook up one decent lap. And I think we can get there. It's just hooking up that one decent lap at the moment. And let's just try and get a banker lap in for the moment. Eight minutes, so I've got an opportunity to do a few. Oh, a little deep on there, was not committed on the brakes at all there. Can we get a decent run off the line? $14, $20. Okay, so we are apex that corner better. Lost a little bit through there. Really pushing it. Come on, go blue, big time, come on. What do we put in? A 126.8. This is all going to be about the chicane. An area that I am working on, but still haven't quite got right. I've got a bit of a slide on. That's not going to help. How much of this time can we keep in the bag? 126.3. Bit of a slide through there as well. Hi Vision, welcome to the channel. Thank you ever so much for joining me. I can't read your comment right now, but hopefully I will get to it in a moment. Great to have you along. Just a little note, pal. It's right to back out of a turn if the line is already taken. That's clean racing, but don't back out too early, fella. Show them you're there. Yeah, you're right. I'm too cautious. Faz yesterday was picking me up on that, and I really need to be fighting for every position. A lot of that comes from a guy that I was racing with. When we were touching, it was like, this is a non-contact sport, you shouldn't be doing that, you can't do that when you go online. I had a few issues early days where I would get into a tangle with somebody and I would get blatantly punted off. I actually had some abuse from somebody one time on the chat, and it's messed with my head a little bit, but it's something that I need to grow up and get over. And I need to be a racer. If there's a gap, go for it. If there's a corner that's mine, keep it. Just got to, just learn to get my elbows out, be a bit more aggressive. So I really, really, really appreciate that comment. Along with Faz's yesterday, it's what I need to hear. I grew up watching the BTCC, the British Touring Cars, in the 80s and 90s, when it was real elbows out racing, and that's how I raced for the longest time. That's how I raced against the AI, and in some respects I think I possibly need to do that on here as well, within reason, and really push it. I don't know if you're a current subscriber, but if not, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get myself up to 1,000 before the end of the year, and then whatever money does come in, I'm planning on putting into getting new computer and some new camera hardware just to try and get this live stream a bit more reliable. And also I want to invest in content, researching content and answering people's questions and all sorts of things. I've got some big plans for the channel. So it'd be great to have you along, and if you doesn't cost you anything, if you wouldn't mind just hitting that button, it would really make a huge difference. And for those of you that are current subscribers, thank you ever so much for continuing to support my channel. It is brilliant and I really appreciate every single one of you. And while you're there, smack that like button for me, will you? It'd be great to get a few likes on this video. A bit too deep there. And I really appreciate all of the encouragement yesterday and tonight from everybody. I think I do have a confidence problem with this game. I do doubt my own ability. And I do want to get faster, and I think some of that is going to be confidence. Not only in my own ability, but also confidence to take it to the other racers. So 3 127s. I wish they were 3 126s. A bit too slow out there. Didn't get the power down fast enough. It's not going to count anyway, so okay, so let's see how we can do in this one. This is going to need to be my last race of the night. So where are we starting? We're starting down in third. Interestingly, we've got a BB, 3 BB, 4 BB races. It's also a BC. So we've got quite a few B races in this one. That surprised me. I wonder if there's a lot of people, so not very many people on the game tonight, so it's putting Bs and Cs in the same lobby. Unexpected error again. Okay, I think that probably says it all, that I need to call it a night for this evening. So we are on a C rating, slightly higher than when we started the beginning of the evening a couple of hours ago. So relatively happy with that. I'd like to have gone up a little bit higher and got into the Bs, but we might need to leave that till tomorrow or the day after, whenever I can next get back in. Here, my friend, about that. Yeah, my daughter has confidence issues. She actually got a tattoo on her wrist that says confidence. She's very capable. My confidence issues go back to when I was at school. I don't talk about it too much, and I won't go on too long, but just to close out this video, I am actually completely deaf in one ear, in my right ear. And I went through the whole of my school career, both my infant, middle and secondary school, where teachers would say that I didn't pay attention, that I was daydreaming, my mind would wander in classes. And it wasn't that. It transpired that basically I just wasn't hearing. And I had a way back in the day of putting all of the noise around me into this background noise, because I have really bad tinnitus. And I think that going through the whole of my school, it was the last year of school where this was picked up, that I was deaf. Didn't admit to it until I was in my mid-40s. That's how bad it was. And I think that's where my confidence has come from. I was always trying as hard as I could at school, but disadvantaged through something that I wasn't aware of, my teachers weren't aware of, my parents weren't aware of. And I've carried that confidence all the way through. So even coming on here, I'm got a confidence problem where I don't want to bump into other drivers. I don't want to get into confrontation. I don't want to be that guy. And that's why I'm probably just backing off a little bit too much. And I need to get back into that more racy spirit and build my confidence. And yeah, that's one of the takeaways for me playing this game online now. I've played Gran Turismo since version 1 when I bought the PS1 for Gran Turismo. I've played every single version since then, but it's only now, the last few weeks, that I've really decided to go online properly and try. I have played online previously with some friends. I've done 1 or 2 daily races, which really didn't go down very well at all. I did get into a big confrontation with somebody at one point, as I said a moment ago, where it got quite abusive on the chat, and I took that to heart. Then I went away and I was doing the circuit experiences and the world circuit challenges. And now this week, getting back into daily races. So anyway, thank you ever so much for being with me tonight and for supporting me. It's very, very much appreciated. I'm going to call it a day now, and hopefully I will see you again on another stream coming very soon. For now, take care. Bye-bye.